Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. Let's do today's daily recap, even though it's about 12:15 Central Standard Time. Um, have about 2.5 hours left in the markets today and this week, but we are coming to you a little bit earlier today. Let's talk about some of these markets and what's currently going on. Up here we have the S&P, and we've been talking quite a bit here the last few days here about getting above these Monday's highs and starting to see if we can get the market to push higher. We've gotten that on the stock index futures. I am predominantly bullish on the stock index futures. With that being said, you can tell that I haven't had any trades today in the stock index futures. I came in here. I was looking for further upside opportunity. It peeked its head up early. If I pull up a 5-minute chart here for us, peeked her head here real early this morning, and then just tanked. And I'm not one to catch a falling knife, so I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And now we're actually starting to create some higher lows and some new highs here on an intraday chart. I'm just looking at a 5-minute. You can use 15-minute, 30-minute. They're all going to show about the same thing. But we're starting to show a little bit of bounce off the lows from today. Now, what's that mean going into next week? If we can show a little bit of a pop into the close today, once again, I'm going to come in on Monday with a bullish mentality. But if it rolls over here on an intraday chart for the last couple hours and we see some further selling, then we got to go back to the drawing board, because if you look here at our daily chart, all the moving averages are now pointing sideways and so on and so forth. That's not necessarily a bullish indication. That will get me right back to that neutral mentality. I'm always going to be neutral to bullish until we can break some support and start pushing lower. Then I'll become a little bit more bearish. But we haven't broken any support yet. Nothing's been broken, so we're still in the overall uptrend. As far as I'm concerned, we're neutral to bullish. But if we can get a little bit of a pop into the close today, I will be back completely bullish on Monday with all these stock index futures. Let's just go through them. NASDAQ, it was one that actually retested its highs here on the daily chart. So it was definitely the leader. It was the stronger of them all. So it's definitely not getting a pullback. It hasn't even came close to testing yesterday's lows. So the NASDAQ's definitely the stronger of the four. Here's the Dow. We pull up the Dow. It kind of looks a lot like the S&P, actually exactly like the S&P. So the same analogy, guys. If we can get a little bit of a pop here into the close, back to that bullish mentality. If it rolls over and continues selling off the rest of the day, I'm going to come in Monday with a little bit more of a neutral mentality, and then I'll be forced to really concentrate heavily on my intraday charts, like my 5-minute, my 15-minute chart, and look to see which way our momentum is on Monday. Just put a few moving averages on your chart. That'll give you a good gist of what type of momentum you have, and trade in that direction, avoiding the previous day's high and low. That's the best thing I can think of moving forward if we get a sell-off. Like I said, if we get another pop here into the close, I'll come in Monday with another bullish mentality. Russell's obviously the weaker of the four. You see the Russell has just trumped its previous day's price action. We started way back here on Monday. We got as high as this morning, and we've sold all the way back off darn near down towards Monday's open. So almost a neutral market this week, and really no bullishness right here with the Russell. So I will pay close attention into how we close today. If we are able to push higher, I'm going to get bullish here on the stock index futures going into Monday. But if not, it's going to be more of a neutral environment, and I'm going to have to really watch my intraday charts. Crude be the last market here. We came in today after that big drop yesterday in crude. We thought that was just the greatest thing ever, because we were looking for shorting opportunities. I did get one opportunity today in crude. Proved to be a really nice trade and got some nice profits out of that. But that's it. I've only taken the one crude trade today. I couldn't trade stock index futures because I was bullish going into today, so I didn't want to fight that and just flip my mentality the other way. Same way with crude here. Had a nice opportunity earlier today to take a trade, end up getting a nice profit off of it. It was a bounce off the previous day's low. As you can see down here, we tested yesterday's low and actually started to bounce. So I did get a nice long position here as we started our day, But I've been sitting on my hands here just waiting because as the market approached about the midpoint of yesterday, I was looking to see if it would roll over. It has not. As you've seen, we had a big spike up at that point, and then since then it's been kind of neutral with this little bitty rally here. But I'm kind of sitting on my hands now as crude is getting back up into that chop range that we were dealing with all the last 2 weeks, so the area we didn't like. So in a perfect world, we'll see the stock index future rise. We'll see the crude sell off into this afternoon, and then I will go right into Monday with the same mentality I came in today with. I will look to sell the crude, buy the indexes, but if crude continues to rally back up in this sideways range, I got to be very cautious and be very neutral biased when we come in on Monday. So who knows, guys? We got to see how the market closes, but that's pretty much what I'm going to be looking for come Monday, and basically towards the end of the day. It's going to tell me a lot on what kind of bias I'm going to have going into next week's trading. So I hope this helps out. If you have any questions, you can always email me, Adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great weekend.